Good day. In this video, we're going to look at these two exponential equations and some rules that apply to them. We will be moving quite briskly through this video, so stop the video and just get your head around each thing as it pops up. Just some background knowledge. Exponent law 1 says, if you times two exponents and the bases are the same, you add the exponents. Just get your head around the fractions. So x to the power of a third times x to the power of a third is x to the power of 2/3. Quickly one more of the same rule. X to the power of a half times x to the power of a half is x to the power of 1. Please stop the video now and get your brain around this. Totally different situation, no law. If you add like terms, this is x to the power of a third and that's x to the power of a third, that means these two terms are like, then you just add these numbers. I owe 5 of these, I have 3 of these, so I owe 2 of these. So minus 5x to the power of a third plus 3x to the power of a third is minus 2x to the power of a third. Please get your head around that. So here is our first equation. It says solve for x. We just factorize it normally, two sets of brackets, the x to the power of a third, x to the power of a third, and at the back we'll have a minus 5 and a plus 3. You must know your factorizing from grade 9. X to the power of a third times x to the power of a third will give you x to the power of 2/3. This x to the power of a third times plus 3 will give me plus 3x to the power of a third. Minus 5 times x to the power of a third will give me minus 5x to the power of a third. The minus 5 times plus 3 gives me the minus 15. So this factorizing is right. Then two possible answers might come out of here. So we write this equals to 0 or that equals to 0. Let's do them one at a time. So this becomes x to the power of a third equals 5. So you raise the power, you times in the area by 3 over 1 to cancel this third. You also do it on this side. The first answer is x equals to 125. Next we do this part. So you get x to the power of a third equals minus 3. To get rid of the third, you times by 3 over 1 in the air on both sides. Your second answer, x equals to minus 27. So we solved for x. X can be 125 or x equals to minus 27. Please stop the video and get your brain around these calculations. Right, here's our last question, but it has a little bit of a snag, so be careful. It said here, solve for x. Firstly, you must remember, there is a little 1 in the air there, which again is the same as 2 over 2. Again, we factorize this expression, so we get x to the power of a half, x to the power of a half, at the back of the bracket, plus 3 minus 6. Again, it is possible that two answers might come out of here. We take x to the power of a half plus 3 equals to 0. That gives us x to the power of a half equals to minus 3. X to the power of a half minus 6 equals to 0. So x to the power of a half equals plus 6. Let's do the right-hand side first. To get rid of this half, the exponent of the x, I times by 2 over 1 in the air on both sides. Then my one possible answer is x equals to 36. Please stop the video and get your brain around that one. Now don't get afraid. For this, x to the power of a half equals to minus 3, there is no solution for him. We will also explain that separately now. If you have an x to the power of an even fraction here, if this is a 2, a 4, or a 6, then that can't be a minus. If that is a 3, a 5, or a 7, it doesn't matter if it's a plus or a minus. We'll explain that further now. So for this equation, the two answers is no solution here, and x equals to 36. So only x equals to 36 will work in this equation. Please stop the video and get your brain around this. I'm quickly going to chat you through this. X to the power of a half is the same as the square root of x. And the answer of a square root like this always has to be bigger or equal to 0. So the answer can be 0 or positive. So any base with an exponent of an even bottom fraction, so if that's a 2 there or a 4 or a 6, its answer must be bigger or equal to 0. That means it can't be a negative. So if you see x to the power of a half equals minus something, this cannot be minus 2. If you have x to the power of a quarter, see the bottom is an even number again. Again, it can't be a negative. There's no solution for these two. If you end up in this situation, you just write not applicable or no solution. Are you right? X to the power of a half is not allowed to be minus 2. But if there's x to the power of a third, x to the power of a fifth, or x to the power of a seventh, any odd number in the bottom of the fraction, there won't be any restrictions. Example, x to the third is minus 2. The answer will be x equals to minus 8. X to the power of a fifth is minus 2. X is equal to minus 32. This works. And the top ones won't. Please stop the video and get your brain around these. Please indicate whether you liked or disliked the video and subscribe to the channel. If you run into any exponential question problem on school level that you can't solve, you may try it and then send a clear WhatsApp photo of your problem to this number and a clear WhatsApp photo of where you tried it. Then we will try and solve it and send back an answer to you as soon as possible. Enjoy exponents.